Before I get into the review for this game, I want to note that an updated Ultimate Edition was released in 2021. The original was released in 2015. I got it for free in 2021, and that's what I played and am reviewing. Some of the fixes are good, such as making the graveyard more interesting, but other changes seem lame, such as a gold cap when plundering a dungeon. However, the core game still seems to be the same, pretty much. That's why I'm bothering to do a quick review of it. They're still very similar. That said, if you do want to get this game, then I think it's important to be aware that there have been tweaks made. The story is simple. You're a jaded reject from the Ivory League of Explorers, the noblest, most virtuous guild in the land. After stealing some of their gold, you decide to set up your own rival guild out of spite, because they're gonna regret calling you grossly incompetent. The plan is to expand your guild of dungeoneering, recruit chumps/adventurers, and to have those recruits defeat the surrounding dungeons for you. The gameplay. A dungeon is picked on the map and someone sent in. Every mission is a party of one. Some tiles are already on the board, but most are not. The player builds the dungeon around the adventurer, rooms, monsters, and hallways. Coin and gem cards will let the player direct an adventurer. Otherwise, the adventurer moves on their own. Sometimes direction is needed because zones have timed objectives and the adventurer's not going to take that into consideration. The goal of the zone is shown in the upper left corner. Adventurers always enter a dungeon at level 1 and then level up by fighting monsters at or below their level. Levels aren't retained from mission to mission. All that remains after leveling up is a trait. This is why gaining levels by fighting is always necessary. Objectives such as defeating a boss are tough for somebody at level 1. Each adventurer comes with a deck of cards to use in fights. These cards do damage, block damage, heal, or draw more cards. Initial cards vary depending on the recruit's type. What they do is shown with symbols. There are 2 damage types, physical, red, and magical, blue. Attacks can be blocked. One blocking symbol will block either type of damage, but most cards will only block one type. How many times a thing is done is shown by its number of symbols on the card. Enemies have the same types of cards. Damage is dealt to the opponent's health bar. Equipable loot, which is dropped by defeated monsters and found in chests, adds more cards to the adventurer's deck. Each adventurer has slots for different things: a hat, weapon, clothing, and an offhand item. However, just as with levels, no equipment is kept after victory. After a dungeon is defeated, gold is granted. Gold is used to add upgrades to the guild. Several of these upgrades are rooms, which will generate new recruit types. You don't have to buy everything, but it definitely helps and is more fun. Different recruits have different fighting styles. For example, the Cartomancer has a card which will do magic damage based on the number of cards in hand. Focusing on utilizing that works very well. That said, there is little strategy to be had here: the look and the sound. Its design has a childish sense of play to it. It looks almost as if it's occurring on live paper cutouts. Its sound adds to this whimsical atmosphere too. The narrator's comments are silly, and his songs are filled with rhymes and puns. He sings when a new recruit type is gained, when a dungeon is defeated, and when an adventurer dies.
The one that's always left behind, the solitary lump, the pawn who's fodder for the grind, the sorry little chump. Another hero dead at last. Their future now is in the past. And all because their selfish pride was chasing fame and glory. I'm not sure if you understand. This used to be a peaceful land. Since your guild come along, everything has gone wrong. And I dread to know now what you've planned.
Meanwhile, ambient background music is pleasant and blends in seamlessly. The game clearly isn't meant to be taken seriously, but as a light-hearted, playful dungeon crawl. The game's introduction does a good job of summing this up, too.
This is the Guild of Dungeoneering, on a quest we're never veering. Oh, to be a dungeoneer, swimming in pools of gold.
I liked its playful presentation. Time and cost. Even though I liked it, would I pay $20 for a mildly upgraded form with additional recruit types, balance changes, and such like? No. A $20 price tag feels high to me, even for an updated version. I also don't want to play it a second time. That's why I'm not getting the Ultimate Edition. I do think it's a charming game, but that it took me about 7.5 hours to beat worked well for me. I enjoyed it. I know more hours of the same simple things recycling would eventually feel bland. I don't want to ruin what was a pleasant experience by by, as the idiom goes, having too much of a good thing. So it feels steeply priced at $20 because I'm aware that many other games offer much more content and/or replayability for less money. It's a market value thing. But if it's on sale, or you just don't mind dropping $20, haven't played it, and you're looking for a silly, fun, yet simple adventure, then I think this indie game is worth checking out. It also might make a good gift for somebody who'd enjoy a silly, short fantasy game, even kids. After all, it's simple enough and nothing's too risque or violent. Though I could see some very little kids being disturbed by the fact that adventurers do die often, so I suggest keeping that caveat in mind.